Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going over my Shop My Stash items. I've got a little bit of a declutter happening, and the purpose of me doing this is to give love to makeup that I have forgotten about, help me to weed out the makeup that I'm no longer reaching for or have fallen out of love with, or to fall back in love. I have some updates on my previous Shop My Stash, and I have a new one to choose with you today. So if that sounds interesting, then just keep watching. I have some great makeup in front of me, and I have some makeup that it may be time to say goodbye to. Let's get started. First, you can't see my shirt, it's so cute, look at this. It's fine, everything's fine with this crazy cat. Temu, I think it was like $5. So cute. Let me know if you want me to do a Temu haul that is non-makeup related, because I'm having fun on that site. I used a lot of my Shop My Stash items in today's look. I will have everything listed in the description box for you below, but I'm gonna start going through these products and letting you know what's staying, what's going, some more in-depth thoughts. I am going to be better about doing these every month, because this one has been more than a month and I feel like I've lost a little bit of track of what I had. So if you notice that I've forgotten something, call me out and I will absolutely give you an update. I of course will list the previous video here for you as well, if you're interested in seeing that one. For foundations, I grabbed two. I grabbed this Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Fluid Powder Foundation. Sephora still has a couple of shades. It's not on Bobbi Brown's website, so this one is on its way out. It's a shame. I did enjoy this foundation. I loved how thin it went on. It dried to a powder finish. This is what I'm wearing today. This one is gone. This one is old, so this one is going to go away. Who's the famous declutter lady? When she says, "You brought me joy, I will say goodbye now." Goodbye to this one. The other one that I chose is from Fenty. This is her Eavesdrop foundation. I have mine in the shade 7, and this one, it just never made it to a high standing status for me. It is thin, which I like, which is probably why it stuck around, but the coverage wasn't enough. It wasn't matte enough for my oily skin. Make sure you comment below. If I'm not loving products that you do love, please let me know if you love them and why, because people can learn, not from me, but also in the comments. Let's all share to help each other get the proper products. This one I did not enjoy. This one I did not want to reach for. It didn't give me enough coverage. My skin got pretty oily with it, so this one is going to be decluttered. I'm sure I have a mother or a sister or a friend that could use this one. For concealer, I pulled this Dior Forever Skin Concealer. This has recently been reformulated. This one I enjoyed, but the shade was a little bit deeper than what I am liking on my under eye, so that's why I wasn't reaching for it. I did enjoy this in the last month, using it more as foundation, spot cover up, having a more no makeup look, so I like it for that. And I've heard that the reformulated product is very good as well, but because this one is reformulated, I'm gonna let it go. I have 3 powders in front of me. The first one is this Maybelline Fit that probably has 1 or 2 more applications in it, so I'm gonna hang on to it, and then in the next 2 or 3 times that I use it, it can go. That is definitely one that I would replace. I just have an excess of powders in my collection right now, but this one and the Wet n Wild loose powders are my 2 favorite from the drugstore. I also have this one from Bare Minerals. This is the Original Mineral Veil. This one is fine. This one is in the shade Translucent. It looks pretty white, but I have not experienced flashback with this. It seems to be a good powder. I just wasn't reaching for it. So I will hold on to this one a little bit longer and see if I can get some use out of it. This just goes in the okay category, but I don't notice that it's drying out under my eyes, which would be a no-go. This one can stay. And the last one is this one from Dior. This is their Powder No Powder. I have a love-hate relationship with this. I think if you had normal to dry skin, you would enjoy this, but as an oily skin kind of gal, I just don't think it does enough. It does blur, but it doesn't keep my oils away. And this one is no longer carried at Sephora. I actually had to take, if you can see the scratches in it, This morning when I went to use it, because I am wearing it today, I had to scratch it to get the powder. It had gotten hard pan. So for that reason, and because it's just not a tippy top favorite, this one's gonna go. I have a cream bronzer in front of me and a powder bronzer in front of me. This one, the cream, is from Soul Body. I have loved this for a long time. I've got a good dip in it, but this one is a couple of years old. The shade is slightly warmer than I would like. It is what I have on today. So my decision on this one is just because of its age, I'm gonna let it go. And if I were to repurchase it, I might try to find a slightly cooler shade because that's just what I'm into right now. But would I recommend this product? Yes. And if you have a more minimal makeup collection, you're gonna get a huge bang for your buck with this cream bronzer. It smells wonderful, it blends easily. Mine's just old, so I'm gonna let it go. The powder bronzer is this one from Flower, and we still don't know what is going on with Flower Beauty. I believe they are repackaging everything. I don't know if they are reformulating everything, but this one has been hard to track online for you. So normally, if I can't use it on camera, I let it go. However, I love this product so much that I cannot let it go. I'm gonna hold on to it. This is the Heatwave bronzer in the shade Sunrise. My Ulta Beauty Baked Bronzer is the closest thing that I have found to this, and that is what I will use on camera, and I'm gonna hang on to this one just a little bit longer because I love it so much. I have one powder and two creams that I was supposed to be working on. The powder was this one from Tarte, and this little itty bitty one, I think it was like a birthday gift, and it is the shade Party, and I just didn't reach for it. It's probably because the pan is so small. So this one, I'm gonna find another home for. I have powder blushes that I love, that I can save a little bit of space getting rid of this one. The cream blushes I have are from Honest, and these are ones that while I will be getting rid of them today because they are old, this product has been reformulated. They are lovely cream blushes that are drugstore priced, which is nice. This more peachy one is called Coral Peach. And this one here is called Peony Pink. This was my first one, and then I got this one. They still smell like fruit, they smell good. I have the peachy one on today. They are good products. Mine are just old. So in the event I have the opportunity or the room in my makeup vanity to replace them, I will. Highly recommended. I'm just gonna let these go because I have too much makeup. Highlight. I believe I only had one in my Shop My Stash, and that was this one from Nabla. This is the Ozone highlight. It's beautiful. It's what I have on. If you are looking for highlight, read lots of reviews because these are products that you will have forever. Or if you have the opportunity to get a mini because wow, highlight lasts you forever. So this one, I'm gonna keep it because I like it and I love a lot from Nabla. Eyeshadows. I grabbed two palettes. One was this Nabla Analog. If you watch me on social media, I did a couple TikToks or Reels about Nabla eyeshadows. I love them. I have at least four. This one is the Analog, and this is just a warm lover's dream. There are orangey peaches, golds, dark browns, there's shimmers. I love this shimmer shade right here because it kind of has multi shades in it. It's kind of gold, it's kind of peach. It's absolutely beautiful. These are not super expensive. I got some use out of this. I love it. It's not going anywhere. And the second one was this one from LA Girl, and you know I enjoy my LA Girl shadows. I have this one. I just picked up the Foreplay. This one is the Keep It Playful palette. This is what I have on today. I had some fun with a slightly smokier eye. I have this in the crease. Then I did this on the lid underneath. I went in with this shade. I deepened the outer corner with this matte black. I mean, there are just some gorgeous shades. This silver is to die for. These two are a little bit messy. I did have some black shimmer on my face today, but I was able to wipe it off. I didn't have to start over. They're kind of worth it. If you want a bold, popping shimmer or glitter, this is what you want. It's a nice sort of wet formula that just shows up nicely. I like this palette. and it's staying. The liners that I grabbed for my Shop My Stash, I did this Essence Lash Princess. I am an unpopular opinion. I've heard more negative than positive about this little liner formula. I like it. It does exactly what I need it to do. I don't usually take it all the way across. I just sort of stick to the outside. Works fine. This one, however, is pretty old. It's at least 6 months old, so I'm gonna let it go. But would I repurchase it? Absolutely. The other one that I pulled was from iMethod. They had sent me some stuff a while back, and I believe this is one of the ones that they sent me. I believe it had a stamp and a liner, and I don't use the stamp, but I did use the liner quite a bit this month, and I like it. What's nice about this one, and of course I'll pop up a picture, just says iMethod Beauty eyeliner pen. On one side is a longer tip, and on the other side is a shorter tip. I used the shorter tip more. I'll hang on to this one a little bit longer. Last thing that I see in here was a lip color, and it is my Dior. This is the Rouge Dior Forever Liquid Transfer Proof lipstick. This one is in the shade 200 Forever Dream, referred to as a deep nude. I do love this color. This is what I have on today. I said it was reaching its end. However, I keep using it. It's not going away, so I'm not getting rid of it. This is a little bit more expensive. This is a $45 lip color. I'm sure that I got it at the Sephora VIB sale. I'm finding that drugstore is where I like to hang, and then once or twice a year, I'll treat myself to a little bit from Sephora. Let me know if you're in that same boat with me, but this was a treat that I do not regret. I love this liquid lip. It is my favorite liquid lipstick that I own, so it's staying. Next, I'm going to take you into my drawers with me and show you the items that I picked out. Here are my primers, and honestly, what I don't use is in the bottom of the pile, which I'm sure you can understand. Let me pull this stuff around and I'll pull up the things that I haven't touched in a long time. Okay, move some stuff around and I can already see some things that I want to get rid of. This one from Shop Missy, I don't love it. I'll see if my mom or my sister, if somebody wants it. This one from Hard Candy, I am gonna give some more use to see if I want to get rid of it in a month. Trying to think old as well. This is older. This one from Essence, I'm pretty sure this one doesn't exist anymore. I did like it, but it's gonna find a new home since I can't talk about it on my channel and I didn't love it enough to set it aside. Here are my foundations, and I already know one that I want to pull that I already did pull for an upcoming video, and that is my Dior Face and Body. It looked separated in the packaging, so I want to give it some love. I know it is getting older. My Sephora Best Skin Ever. Look at that. Let's put a dip in this one. This is a good one. It's a little bit thicker. I can use a sponge. I want to give this one some love. I'm going to pull this one as well. For powders, if I'm thinking about age, this Real Her, I don't know how I feel about this one. So I'm going to pull this one just to decide whether or not I want to get rid of it. Another one I haven't used in a long time is this Fenty. Now this one I think is in a pretty light shade. This is in Butter, so maybe I can use that under my eyes. The yellow might be really good. I haven't used this in a long time. This Rimmel Stay Matte. This is older in my collection, so this one's coming into the Shop My Stash. Let's talk concealer next. Now, these are my more high-end concealers, which honestly, I have more high-end than I do drugstore. I mean, Juvia's Place is right in the middle. So what I want to use to make a decision as to whether or not it needs to stay or go, I'll pull out the Sephora Best Skin Ever. Haven't used that in a while. I believe I like it. I'm gonna pull this Baby Hourglass out, and I'm gonna give this one some love. This is a little Clinique Beyond Perfecting Super Concealer. That shade does not look right, so this one's gonna go. Creme Bronze. I was thinking about this the other day, and for sure, what I want to show more love to are these Makeup Revolution ones. I got these, I loved them, I haven't used them in a while, so I'm gonna grab I'm gonna grab the lighter shade because I don't quite have a tan yet. This one is the shade Light. Highlights are back here and kind of a mess. I have not been using liquid highlight. I need to try. I'm gonna pull this Flower liquid highlight. This Say that I got a little sample. And then, you know, this Hourglass in the shade Ethereal Light. Emily Noel said she used it as a highlight, so that's what I'm gonna do. Let's talk blush. I love these ones from JCat. I have to force myself to stay out of them. This next one, this Sweet Cheeks, I really like this. And I may need to pick up another shade. And while we're in the liquid blushes, I'm gonna grab the LA Girl Cream Blush. That is good as well. And then for powder blushes, I have to force myself to stay out of this one. I'm gonna grab this Milani again because it is old. This one is from ColourPop and it is Burn Card. It is so pretty. Powder bronzer, I have the L'Oreal, I have LYS, I have Believe Beauty. So many good ones. My Hourglass that I love, that was in a previous shop, my stash. These contour ones, let me see. I'm gonna grab the L'Oreal one. It's a little warmer than I like, but I'm gonna force myself to use it. And if it's not the right shade, then I'll pick up a different shade. And I'm gonna grab this one from Believe Beauty. This is their Toasted Bronze, and it's got a teensy bit of a shimmer in it. I'm going to attempt to show you some of my eyeshadows. These are sort of mid-range or larger drugstore. Here are my fancier palettes. Well, not this one, but I still love it. We got Natasha, we got Pat McGrath, we got Glam Light. Over here, we have some ColourPop, some Kaja, some Wayne Goss. There's my Oma. And down here, I have all my small palettes, my Juvia's Place collection. I'm gonna grab my Dominique's Cosmetics Transitions palette. And I wanna pull a more affordable palette here. And we've got a lot of e.l.f. and Essence, and you know what I haven't used in a long time is the one from Hard Candy. I'm gonna pull this one, this Pure. I believe that I liked it, but I'm gonna give it some love. I'm back. I feel good about the products that I picked. I'd like to do 2 videos a month using my Shop My Stash items. Let me know if that sounds like fun to you. If you're tired of seeing the new and want to see somebody use what they've got, I'm down with that. I thank you for spending time with me today. I hope you will consider subscribing before you leave. Give the video a thumbs up, and of course, make my day. Leave me a comment in the comment section. I look forward to speaking to each of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.